The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Coming up tonight, Grand Bahama emerging as the battleground this election cycle. We take a look. Travis Robinson goes in on his PLP opponent in Fort Charlotte, Sebastien, yesterday. It's broken the internet locally. We have analysis coming up. Also tonight, the youth panel is here to talk about the importance of political parties having real plans for the youth demographic. This is Beyond the Headlines, Week in Review Fridays. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great to have you along this evening. Well, could Grand Bahama be the determining factor for whichever party forms the next government? According to many, Grand Bahama will play a prominent role, surely. My panel stands ready to get into this topic, but first, here's
5 seats, high stakes, and a political battleground that could ultimately decide the next general election. Grand Bahama, once the industrial engine of the country, is now firmly in the crosshairs of both the Progressive Liberal Party and the Free National Movement, each making their case to voters eager for long-promised revival. Among the most closely watched races, Marcos City, where opposition leader Michael Pintard is seeking to not only retain his seat, but strengthen his party's path back to power.
I believe that the Bahamian people in Grand Bahama have greater confidence that under my leadership, that there will be transformation on the island because I have a track record.
But the Davis-Cooper administration insists its record will resonate with voters, pointing to what it says are major steps to reverse years of economic stagnation.
They cannot deny that Grand Bahamians are returning. There's a reason why they're returning.
Years of devastating hurricanes, economic decline, rising utility bills, and stalled developments have left many residents feeling neglected. Their frustrations compounded by uncertainty surrounding key assets like the Grand Lucayan Resort and the Grand Bahama International Airport. Now, the government says progress is finally taking shape. The Grand Lucayan Resort has been sold to new owners, and the government is exploring greater control of critical infrastructure, including ongoing negotiations involving Grand Bahama Power Company and its owner, Emera. And plans are advancing to redevelop the long-dormant International Bazaar.
We've taken it on, and it's going to be a game-changing initiative.
Still, the opposition argues the pace of progress has been too slow and voters deserve stronger results.
It is only in this particular term he has now allocated possibly in the vicinity of $200 million to try and leave a structure that you could touch and feel.
The political landscape itself has also shifted. Marcos City remains an F&M stronghold under Pintard. East Grand Bahama, held by Kwesi Thompson, continues its F&M legacy once represented by former Deputy Prime Minister Peter Turnquest. Central Grand Bahama is now a political wildcard, following Iram Lewis's departure from the F&M to join the Coalition of Independents, opening the door for new challenges on both sides. Pine Ridge flipped to the PLP in 2021 under Ginger Moxie, marking a major political shift after years of F&M control, after Frederick McAlpine attempted a second run as an independent candidate. And West Grand Bahama went red in 2021 and then back to the PLP with the return of the late Obie Wilchcombe. Kingsley Smith now faces the challenge of holding on to his seat amid boundary changes and renewed political competition. With new candidates emerging, political loyalty shifting, and residents demanding results, Grand Bahama has become more than just a battleground. It could be the deciding factor in who governs the country next. Janelle Longley, Eyewitness News.
Well, depending on who you speak with, many people have varying views on where Grand Bahama stands, but certainly the nation is looking to see what Grand Bahama does, what happens in Grand Bahama, and rooting for Grand Bahama to get things in motion and things in line and as it rebounds economically. So then, but let's get to the topic at hand. Politics, the election, and Grand Bahama. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, BTH contributors Cassius Stewart and Leslie Miller. Gentlemen, good evening to both of you.
Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Bahamas.
Your thoughts about the thought and that story that it presented that Grand Bahama will be a very important win for either a full sweep or certainly the majority of seats for whichever political organization goes on to form the next government?
Well, I think the real battleground is not necessarily Grand Bahama. The real battleground is New Providence because the majority of seats are in New Providence. And so if the FNM wins all 5 of the seats but don't win New Providence, they still lose the election. So the battleground is the capital. And so the trouble is the leader of the opposition is not really known in the capital. And so there's a lot of ground to be covered. And so the PLP is aggressively putting their machinery on the ground now, and so they're winning the battleground, which is the capital. Now, by extension, the PLP is also looking good in Grand Bahama, even though that's supposedly be an FNM stronghold. That's from when I was there and talking to several people. A lot of people who were FNM is saying that they can't support the FNM now. They're going to the PLP, and so the real battleground is where we sit now. New Providence, and if the FNM can get their machinery together, we may have a Mia syndrome going on in the Bahamas.
Oh, I don't know if Leslie, can we see a Mia, as Cassius put it, a Mia syndrome happen in the Bahamas?
That could never happen in our lifetime or the one after. This election will be very competitive. In Grand Bahama, I expect the PLP should be able to take 2 to 3 seats. I think in
How much do you have now?
East Grand Bahama, they have 2. They should be competitive there. In West Grand Bahama, with Kingsley Smith, it's up in the air. His only break will be that they have a new candidate that most people there don't know. In the other areas, it's going to be tough. I understand that the seat that Pintard holds could be very competitive with the gentleman who's there going up against him. And the doctor there is very competitive. But I believe
the female, and I forgot, I think East Grand Bahama somewhere that she is.
Yeah.
I think there's a female there.
I
Dr.
believe-
Charlene Reed.
Yes, I believe Grand Bahama is going to be pivotal in this election. I'll never forget in 1992, when the Right Honorable Hubert Ingram, I was down there campaigning like hell, all of us, for Mr. Knowledge at that time, when the by-election came because of the death, God bless him, of the late great Cecil Wallace Whitfield. He kept saying that whoever win the by-election, they will win the election. They won all the seats in 92, and they swept the rest of the country. Fortunately for the PLP, you don't have anyone near the persona and the gravitas that the Right Honorable Prime Minister had, and his depth of gratitude and his depth of interaction with the average Bahamian. The leader just don't have it. And I think that's
You're talking about Brave?
Yeah, I'm talking about the leader of the opposition, I said.
Okay.
Pintard.
So I wasn't sure.
Pintard doesn't have the wherewithal, not even tie Mr. Ingram's shoes. It's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end of the day.
Would shine? You think he can shine it?
Who?
You think he can shine the shoes?
I don't know about that. But, no, this is going to be a competitive election. I expect the PLP to get 24 to 26 votes.
Nah, 20 seats?
24 to 26 seats in the election.
So they have 5 now. You think they can go up?
But if the PLP get 24,
I ain't sure.
You will get 17.
I ain't sure which
So,
which world you living in, Leslie.
Well,
I ain't sure you live in the right
you're
world.
projecting, Leslie, that the PLP gets between 24 and 26 seats, the Free National Movement pick up seats and get to round off 20. This is what you're projecting?
that's what I'm projecting from my going on the ground.
I mean, you have any empirical data or just from talking to people?
Well, Cassius, what do you have?
I mean, we all have the same thing. So basically, right now we're looking at 5 the FNM got and how much the PLP got. And so if the PLP lose any grounds, then the FNM would pick up those grounds. But I don't see it because the FNM has not done what they need to do to push the needle forward. The leader of the opposition has not pushed the needle forward in New Providence, and then the candidates doesn't really bring any flair for people to be attracted to them. So they got to work on the ground, knocking on the doors, but whether the people saying, listen, we want this candidate. And we don't have the swing like we had in 92. We don't have the swing like we had last time. And people aren't necessarily angry with Brave Davis. They were angry with Minnis last time. You could rewind. They were angry with Christie. And then, of course, Ingram is that character, whether you love him or hate him. And people either love him or hate him. But Brave just sits in the middle. Nobody hates Brave. I never met a person or a voter who said, I don't like Brave Davis. I don't know why. Because that's his character. That's his personality.
That's really the PLP saving grace right now.
Precisely.
With having a persona such as the Right Honorable Prime Minister, they had the helm. But I still say again, this election will be more of a level playing field. There's
Why?
no hate for
Brave.
So the Prime Minister, there's not much hate for Pintard. Most people, when you go door to door, is almost dismissive of him. The same thing with the COI.
Precisely.
Except for some of the...
And so that dismissiveness speaks a lot. Because
but
we see it all the time, particularly young people. When I do polls among young people and I ask them, what do you think about the leader of the opposition? They're like, who that is?
The problem young people, they don't vote. They only talk.
See, but
less than 40% of them vote.
See, but where do you say
find that out.
vote?
The youth panel joins
So I don't see them as being no
I
challenge.
think they're
It's
paying
better
more
they
attention
talk.
now.
Hold on, let me get this point.
They
You
don't
say
vote.
they don't vote, but do they have the potential to vote? Yes.
They can have any
And so,
potential.
no,
We gotta go
don't
to the
dismiss
poll.
that. They have the potential to vote, and if they do vote, who are they voting for? And that's what political parties need to go after. Don't dismiss them and say, "Oh, young people don't vote." No, that's
majority of the people
that's not the approach to take when you're talking about politics.
30 and over,
yes.
and mostly women. The
I'm
women
gonna
are going to
ask
decide
them-
the outcome of this general
Well,
election.
I'm going to ask my
as they
youth
always
panel
do.
because they've been after
women.
me and they are after me and they tell me what their groups say,
See?
varying groups and different places what they're
Yeah, but the
saying.
group they're talking
I'll put it to
about-
them.
It's the educated group.
What
Most of
Leslie
those
is
guys.
saying,
really.
what Leslie is saying is political parties has failed to engage, interact, meet with these young people and find out what their issues are.
No, I haven't said that.
To convince them. If you say they don't vote, someone
I
you
said
ain't
that
doing
yes, they
something.
have. Listen,
If you ain't convinced them, they ain't coming
in the
out.
last election, when UP did that census on the students, less than half of them vote. All the time, they have a lot of talk. They call it a radio show. They get an answer for every damn thing. But they don't participate.
But still the question is, why aren't they voting political parties and not
Well, we'll
meeting
get that.
the
I'll
young
tell you
people where
this.
they are?
We have to move on, Leslie
Yes.
and Cassius, because I want you all to stick around in the next segment, you both, because you will hear exactly what young people are paying attention to, what they want to see, and what they're discussing in their areas, in their circles, their groups. But listen, let's move this along, you all. Low voter turnout has remained a challenge in general elections, prompting calls for greater national efforts to encourage eligible Bahamians to register, participate in the democratic process. Now, answering that call, we did, Eyewitness News, we partnered with the Parliamentary Registration Department on Wednesday to host a voter registration drive right here at our ILTV studios, providing persons with the opportunity to register for the first time, transfer their registration, or replace lost or damaged voters' cards. Officials say the initiative was part of a broader effort to make registration more accessible and ensure that every eligible Bahamian has an opportunity to exercise their right to vote. However, the exercise that we put on here at ILTV Studios this week drew strong criticism from a political candidate. Take a look.
Good morning, everyone. I would like to address something that I believe amounts to political skullduggery in this political season. Just yesterday, we have seen through my campaign and the wider public that ILTV Studios hosted a registration with the Parliamentary Registry Department. That is a major and grave concern for me and the campaign, simply because we have a ratified candidate for the PLP who is alleged to be the major shareholder in ILTV Studios, whose campaign basically operates from the same location. We have seen where many political paraphernalia has been stored there. Many of the political vehicles are stationary at the front and back door of the same location. And we are inviting members of the general public to come to a partisan location for registration. That has been done, in my view, and in the view of my campaign, in the darkness. We believe that the exercise of registering to vote should be at civic locations that are non-partisan, that would put all candidates at a balanced, level field. We cannot continue to operate in this type of political skullduggery where one candidate or the other is favored by institutions that are called upon to protect the democracy of our country. This is a fair warning and a notice to this government and the Parliamentary Registry Department that we are watching, and we are watching every action that you are taking. That cannot continue. And so I'm asking the Parliamentary Department to cease and desist from engaging in partisan political operations where individuals, as I mentioned, my political opponent in the Progressive Liberal Party is housing in the belly of his political operation registration of citizens of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That is a notion that I find to be repugnant, and we will not accept it. And if it continues, we will have terror on the location. It should cease and desist, effective immediately.
Well, if it continues, we will have terror on the location. Now that, I know we looked at it hours after it happened last evening, but many of you are talking about it, and you're picking apart various things that he said. Many of you so it's all on there to be seen. You've reached out to the organization because strong words in a very emotive, very volatile season already. When you threaten terror here, because a voter registration drive took place, and because, as our chairman said, parts of the building that there are different parts of this building that are moving parts and used for other things that perhaps is a storage area and the rest of it. Those are very strong, irresponsible words, and words to be very concerned about. But gentlemen, I want you all to weigh in right now. People have weighed in on this. You know what the internet is? It certainly is a track record. And you have seen many other political aspirants, candidates, host their own voter registration drive or drives, including F&M political candidates. And so it's worrisome that Travis would somehow just come apart at the seams in this way, based on something that any organization, business, church, wherever it is, can request and have the Parliamentary Registration Department come to their business, their area, their school, whatever it is, and host a similar registration drive. Gentlemen, your thoughts about all that Travis Robinson had to say?
Leslie?
Go ahead.
I mean, Travis got to be careful because you don't want the F&M to be labeled as a terrorist organization. You got to be careful with your words when you're a leader. And so while you may have concerns that, it may come across wrong, the act may have been benign on the part of ILTV, but I could understand your point. But in trying to get your point across, you cannot come across as if you want to bring terror to a establishment. Because if that's your modus operandi, then you should not be a member of Parliament, because we don't want terrorists in the House of Assembly. And so your choice of words was very poor, and you have to understand that people listen to leaders, and as people listen to leaders, they respond. There are people in the F&M who may be emotional, and they say, oh yeah, but let's go, whatever terrorist, quote unquote, that means, come and destroy private property.
He said terror.
Terror will come. So terror means you could bring terror, you was a terrorist. So you got to be very careful, Travis. And so that was a poor choice of words, and you may have to go back to the media and fix that, because that didn't come across right.
I think in the height of this emotional season now, young fellow who's been in Parliament before, got beat, running of Zarian gone next door. The challenge that he faces with someone on the caliber of the gentleman who's running against him is so insurmountable that whatever the hell he can do to help himself, he will do. It's just scared him. And if a fellow was coming after him, I'm going to do the same thing myself. That's just fright. He can get beat anyhow, so I guess you better talk it up as much as you can. Because one is doing things and the other one is complaining.
Yeah.
Like I always say, those who can do and those who can't complain. I don't say it's a big deal.
The thing about Travis is that, while, they paint the picture as if, his opponent may be unbeatable, No one is unbeatable. So if you want to win your seat, you go there
Go
and you
and work.
bust your tail and
Go
work.
and- go and work.
Don't watch the dollar. Don't watch the dollar. You know Bahamian people. You know exactly how Bahamian people go because you won over a giant before. You beat Bernard Nordich. And so, listen, Frankie Wilson ran in that constituency before and lost. And so, but you know, for you as a young man, be very careful how you present yourself to the public. Don't show fear. Don't show. Don't use those choice of words because what you do is
But
you
again,
bring yourself
there
down.
have been, any candidate can go and have a voter registration drive.
Precisely.
Sabas had nothing to do with that one though.
Yeah.
That happened this week.
It was
nothing,
benign. It was
nothing
benign.
at all.
It
It
was
was a
benign.
news and production effort and request. And it came, and obviously, whenever there's a
How
voter
did it go?
registration drive,
Did they-
I
people
hope it
came
went
and
very
registered?
well. But people
That's
come
the
from
point.
all over to go and register. Meanwhile, though, I said, I talked with my team, and I said, listen, we got to see what the big deal is. What is it that Bastian has been doing that has caused Robinson to kind of cause everybody to say, well, let's just see what Sabas is doing then. Because, sometimes people don't really be watching. But if you keep talking about someone, then we want to see what he's doing. Let's take a look at one of the initiatives that he's done and presently doing.
Good day, my name is Shannon, and I name the barbershop Empower and Cuts. I am very thankful for these things that you got for me today because it helps me out a lot. Like, let's say I cut someone there, like if a machine drop and break, I go out of a backup and I cut someone else there. Like the chair for the client so they can be comfortable when they sit down. I don't have to worry about none of them complaining, so I can make sure they come back. Make me feel more comfortable because no late at night, fan outside, we ain't got to worry about no mosquitoes biting us or nothing, and we get light. So that really helps me out a lot. It feels good now. I feel like I'm a professional, like I'm really there now.
There you see that video. Of course, it's a little longer than that, but that was sent to me, in fact, because people love to watch those clips. And that, by the way, is of Sabas Bastian and the work that he's doing in Fort Charlotte. And so it's a young guy you see in his uniform who he's made a business owner. Help him out with the equipment and whatnot that he needs. And I understand this is so gentlemen, this is what Travis caused us to do today in terms of saying, okay, what is it that Sabas is doing?
Yeah, well, first of all, you can't outspend Sabas. So if you want to win this election, Travis, you can't look at what Sabas doing because ain't nobody in this campaign can outspend him. And so you just deal with that fact. But, you got to win people for where they are, their hearts. And so even though Sabas is spending money, that too, he too got to realize that Bahamian people are very funny. They will take everything you have and still don't support you. But he too got to know how to meet people where they are, win their hearts over. And that's how Bahamians vote for you. You got to win their hearts over and their minds and their souls, and then they'll become your loyal followers. But then it's like the grave. If you keep giving, they can keep taking. And so the grave never satisfy, and broke people never satisfy either. And so you got to be very careful too, because they will always take and then still don't support you. So that's a gray area.
I think Sabas has done a lot of wonderful things to constituents of that area that he grew up in a sense. He's doing things that affect directly the lives of the average, ordinary person that lives in that area. And that's so important. The young man is a barber. He helped him to get his shop started. A lot of the ladies in there, he has helped, especially the older persons, with fixing their houses up to make it livable, having lights for the first time, putting bathrooms in houses. He's doing something that enhances and upgrade and uplift the lives of the ordinary person that lives in his constituency. And I would wish him to continue to do that, to make a difference in their lives and just make them better people through your execution of the work that you're doing. Keep doing it. And if the fella can't do it, too bad.
I thank you both very much. Cassius Stewart, Leslie Miller, thank you. Of course, next week we're going to look at that town hall meeting a second time in less than a month in Exuma as the Rosewood Exuma...
With the town hall meeting in Garden Hills.
Listen, did y'all see that big meeting? Big things. Did y'all see that big meeting in Garden Hills last night, Leslie and Cassius? Leslie and Cassius, I tell you, it looked like Rick Fox was on some serious business last evening. But we are so out of time. We are so out of time. We don't have time to talk about it. We'll get into all that on Monday. That's right, Monday. Keep you coming back, that's for sure. But listen, when we come back, The youth panel is here. You heard these two talk about youth and what they're looking at and what they're interested in. But I'll tell you, they are paying attention in growing numbers. They want to know what it is that political organizations have planned, and not just planned on paper, but are presently doing, and then obviously looking forward for the young people in the Bahamas. Beyond the Headlines is back right after this.
It's your boy Charlie Bahama here at Superwash. And you know how Superwash always have the latest and greatest model of washer and dryer? Well, they thought it was about time they get the latest supermodel as well.
Hey, wait a minute, Mr. Charlie Banana. Just because Superwash always changing and upgrading their machines, I mean they gotta change those folks, but they got the newest washer and dryer, and they always upgrading all their locations. And these two models, they ain't gotta change. Superwash, they washes you, cleans you, presses you 24/7.
Every great idea starts with courage. Every successful business starts with belief.
And every woman deserves the opportunity to turn her vision into reality. The Fox Foundation Women Entrepreneurship Initiative is back, bigger, bolder, and more powerful than ever. This year, Give to Gain honors women who gave their very best, their time, their talent, their sacrifice, and their vision to succeed in innovation-driven and emerging industries.
This initiative is about investing in women who are ready to lead, build, and grow. It's about creating a real pathway to success in a new era of business.
This year's program features 2 dynamic panel discussions designed to inspire action at every level. This year also features a distinguished international speaker, bringing global insight, helping to empower women to think bigger and lead boldly.
We're proud to grant over $75,000 in funding to emerging businesses and aspiring entrepreneurs ready to take the next step. If you have an idea, a business, or a dream worth building, now is the time.
Grant applications are open until February 28th. This is more than just an event. It is a powerful networking experience.
Surround yourself with women who mean business.
Join us as we give to gain.
Give your best, build what's next, and gain what matters.
Okay guys, this is what we doing today. We training for the bounce back. This a $150K payday. Y'all ready? Yes. Y'all sweating today. Give me a 2 ball. 10. Give me another 2 ball. 15. You spin, right? It don't look so. There's 10K. Name these games after me. Food Dragon.
Food Dragon.
Cinema Classic.
Cinema Classic.
Yeah. Put that parlay in. Put that in. You know, Jalen Bronson disappointed us last time. You want to walk for this or you want to run for this? Good pace. Good pace. Not too much water. Put it down. Let's go.
It's the Bounce Back 150K payday. Big wins for 10 weeks straight. 15K every week. 10K to a lucky winner. Visit islandluck.com for more info. Island Luck. Winners live here.
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. It's great to have you all tuning in this Friday. This election season, the 2026 general election, is important all around. Depending on where you fall age-wise, the focus is different. For the under 40 set, the attention is increasingly on which political organization is on the pulse for the present and the next generation by way of its programs and initiatives, its plans for a better Bahamas. My youth panel has been discussing this matter with me for several weeks now, reinforcing each time we meet up how this very issue is hugely important to them and their friends. Welcome back, the youth panel, to Beyond the Headlines this evening. Tafari Gibson, good evening to you, Tafari, and Aaron Jones. Hello to you, Aaron, as well.
Good evening, Shanique. Good evening.
It's good to see you.
Before we kick off, I would be remiss
if I did not say hello to the wide amount of people that have been reaching out to me on Facebook from outside of the Bahamas. So I say hello to you, those of you who are watching from Turks and Caicos, from Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago, and especially my newest colleague in London. Thank you guys for watching, and we hope you enjoy.
Wow, that is amazing. Thank you very much, Aaron. Yes, of course, I don't ever take it for granted that people watch from wherever they watch outside the Bahamas. We know, of course, Bahamas has embraced this show. So a big hello and thank you to each of you, to all of you rather. But for those of you watching wherever you're watching in the world, in Europe, in the rest of the Caribbean, and everywhere else, the United States, of course, thank you so much for tuning in. Now, gentlemen, we have had this discussion now for several weeks because you have said, Shanique, listen, this is something that's very keen that I think that really needs further attention and discussion on a wider scale. It is what the youth vote, the first-time voter, is now zeroing in on as perhaps something that will make them and help them make their decision at the polls in a few months. Let's just talk about exactly what that is that you all have brought to my attention, which is the plans, initiatives, and meaningful strategies to help move the Bahamas along, and with it, offering new opportunities for younger people. Let's talk about it. Jump in, and let's just see what it is that you all are saying and how you are determining who is making most sense, really.
Shanique, I think it's very, very important to note that, like I said before, and I'll say it again, young people, this demographic right now, they are paying serious attention to what is being done, what is being said, and the plans that are being made. And so, like I said, the very determining factor of this election season is what each political organization has to offer for young people. And that goes beyond just words. Yeah, we care about young people. Yeah, we want to do this. But what is actually being done? What initiatives are taking place? What opportunities are being made available? And how can we tangibly touch them and experience them?
Yeah. Shanique, we know that this debate isn't about party. It's about long-term change versus short-term change. And we know that this next generation depends on our future. So you can present so much ideas. You can present anything that you want to present. But we are looking for you to put these in effect. We are looking for you to take action because we are tired of the talk. We are tired of the slop up. We need to see action because this generation is watching. And whether we believe it or not, the old stuff that took place, the old people that were there, they have to come out at one point and we have to take over. So we know that this next generation is watching very much.
Well, not necessarily come out. I don't support you all fully with that. You all just get ahead of yourself with me giving you all this attention. Let me tell you something. I think both are needed at the table. And that is why I thought it was hugely interesting to be able to hear you all out, have you all speak to the Bahamian people and even those ones who are seeking election, to let them know that, listen, as we said in the last segment, Leslie, particularly Leslie, says the young people aren't interested. They're not paying attention. And I said, no, Leslie, don't discount them in that way. They are paying attention. They are interested, but they want to also see some things that's making sense for future Bahamas. So let's jump in, gentlemen. What it is that you all are looking for and what it is your groups, your various groupings, and you all are kind of really all over the place and listening to people and having discussions among yourselves. What is it that they're looking to see, looking to hear, looking to see even playing out right now that's helping them decide who is making the most sense?
Shanique, before we go and talk about what we're looking for, let's look at what we see now.
Okay.
We see now that we do have now the National Youth Guard. All of my friends, I thought that, Shanique, I had to join the National Youth Guard because all of my friends are inside this program. They have had so many cohorts that have graduated from the National Youth Guard. Not only do we have the National Youth Guard, but we have CAPUS, the new Creative and Performing Arts School of the Bahamas.
Slow down for a minute. Let's talk about the National Youth Guard.
Yeah, let's talk about the National Youth Guard.
I want to hear from you all, and the reason is I've not been paying attention to it. So please, give us an idea of what it's about and what's being done there.
The National Youth Guard is just a program where you are trained in disaster risk management, normal basic reading, math, skills like that.
And this is happening right now all across the Bahamas?
All across the Bahamas, all across the Bahamas. They are currently enlisting people. And guess what, Shanique? Not only are you certified to take action when a disaster happens, but you are open now to join any organization any law enforcement organization that you want to. They are entitled to take you.
What is the age grouping for that?
So the age grouping is 18. So just like the police force, the age grouping is 18 for the National Youth Guard.
18 and beyond.
18 and beyond.
Okay, Aaron, you want to add anything to that?
Sinead, I think the National Youth Guard is a very creative and strategic initiative. And I say that because the government is somehow managing to attack two different lacking areas in the economy. The first area is young people. We want to employ young people. We want to get them earning while they're learning, essentially. And the other gap that's being filled is the workforce in national security. And so what the National Youth Guard essentially does, it provides a clear pathway in moving the ranks and gaining credible experience and opportunity as a pathway to services in the Ministry of National Security. That's the Royal Bahamas Police Force, Defense Force, and whatever other organizations provide national security assistance. So it's wonderful.
You both, because the reason for this discussion as well is because you both said, listen, Shanique, more and more the young people, I don't care where they fall in that, whether they be 18 or 30, 35 or 40, and even older than that, are asking and wanting to see real solutions, real programs, real initiatives in place. Is this something that they are paying attention to and taking advantage of?
Shanique, I had a young man send me a message on Facebook about 2 weeks ago, and I'm realizing that more and more they are increasingly reaching out to me. What is the Bahamas government have to offer? What can I do? How can I better myself? How can I develop myself? And two things came to mind that I really, really love, and I applaud the Bahamas government for doing. One of them that is getting serious attention right now is, like before I was going to say, CAPUS, the Creative and Performing Arts School. I've spoken to some young people who said that they feel like university wasn't for them, that they're where the roads meet, and that's the end for them. But CAPUS is providing tangible experience in creative arts, in theater, in drama, in dance and singing. And it's something that is seriously catapulting our young people in the creative and performing arts. They had their showcase a few weeks ago in January, I believe it was. I think January. Their showcase, and the Prime Minister was in attendance, and other government officials. And young people, I kid you not, they are talking about it. They are asking me literally almost every day, who can you put me in contact to be a part? How can I join? This is my passion. And so young people are being employed to do what they love to do. I love that.
Okay, so you all have talked about two initiatives. Is there other initiatives that's happening, whether it's from this administration or perhaps another political organization that's presenting something that has your interest?
Shanique, we don't only talk about CAPUS and the National Youth Guard. We can also talk about the upskill program that was just created that gives you the opportunity to get certifications and courses for free. I signed up. So many people signed up, and Shanique, this helped me so much.
What are some of the areas of focus that people can sign up for and register for and to take advantage of?
You have communications. You have business management. You have there's so much stuff that I can't even list all right now. And guess what, Shanique? This program, you're being taught by trained professionals from schools like Oxford, schools from all around the world. You're being taught by these people.
Yeah. Shanique, that's really brilliant. And when I first heard of what this was, when it was first in the making, it was going through the policy implementation stage. I met so many Bahamians, I encountered so many Bahamians who were really thrilled by this initiative. I met some Bahamians who had struggles financially, or maybe I met some older Bahamians in their 20s, close to the 30s, who are already employed, who already have jobs, but they want to develop themselves. They want certifications in communications and HR management, and that's something Upskill offers for free. It's completely free, and I implore young people to be a part of that.
Okay, so you all have discussed three major programs. Is this making, because the view is, and you all have heard it just in the last segment, from particularly one of my panelists, Leslie, he said, listen, the youth vote is quite insignificant because they don't necessarily turn up to vote, they're not interested, and that's where they stand. Are these programs, are these new programs, by the way? I know Upskill is, I remember that was introduced recently. These and the Performing Arts School, are these programs pulling them in, getting their attention and causing them to want to have a bigger voice, a bigger say, or getting their attention for the first time in the political, in sort of what's happening politically in the elections in the Bahamas?
Shanique, it is. It's getting their attention. And the problem is we so much focus on how many people are enrolled. I want to know how many people build careers. And we see that these people are taking this opportunity and building careers out of this. Shanique, we don't want to hear, oh, you know, this is what I want to do. Do it now. I want to see it. Do it now. Because I know that I want to build a future. But guess what? There has to be opportunity. Yeah.
Okay, then this is what I want to ask you, Tafari and Aaron. You all have been saying, and as we've been discussing for several weeks now, that listen, people are discussing this. They want more. Are they taking advantage of what's now presently in play?
Shanique, I have to say this. Two things before Tafari finish talking long. The first thing is your statement that our good friend Mr. Leslie made. This is one thing I can guarantee you. I don't make statements without being almost 100% sure. One thing I can say is this demographic of young people this time around are paying serious attention. I keep saying this, they're paying serious attention. I see personally myself in comments on this platform, on Eyewitness, on Our News, on ZNS, young people in the comments literally not taking slap up. And so that's something we have to pay serious attention to. Young people are being employed and implored to look at what's happening in the country and make a conscious decision on who should lead them. Also, furthermore, Shanique, one more program I cannot give up.
Well, I'll let you talk about that 1 second, but you both feel as though having political organizations, having in place plans and ideas, and even plans that perhaps already in motion for young people, to cause them to perhaps pivot and do other things in their work life, that is very important to this demographic of Bahamians.
Right, Shanique, and even furthermore, it is not just about what you have in a 30-page document. It is far beyond that. Do not think that you can come here, write up a document about youth advocacy and youth policy and not see it. We want to see tangibly right now, what are you going to do? And even furthermore, you don't have to be in government now necessarily to do things for youth, to include youth and do youth policy work and initiatives. We want to see tangibly what you're offering for young people and how can it benefit them and the economy.
Now and moving forward.
Yes, now.
Okay, you were mentioning something else, another program.
Yeah, one of my favorite ones I have to make note of is the National Apprenticeship Program. This one by far is one of my favorites. And essentially what it is giving young people the opportunity. And like I said again, this also meets two gaps in policy. One gap is employment in necessary areas of trade. So the two major ones are maritime and construction. We all know that we need to fill those gaps in that economy system. So we're filling that gap that way. And we're also attacking youth policy, and young people are being trained and paid to do that. Even beyond the essential actual skill of the trade, they're being trained in soft skills, employment skills, development skills, how to come on the job, how to act on the job, how to dress on the job. And I'm not sure if it's very well known, but I may be one of the first to let you know that in the next cohort of the National Apprenticeship Program, they are introducing an energy sector reform. Youth who are interested in energy development, in different forms of liquid gas.
Okay.
It's going crazy, Shanique. It's far beyond what we budget.
Just let me say before we go, the Bahamas doesn't lack talent. We need alignment. So I want to say to our young people, please take this next election seriously, because this makes or breaks your future. Let's choose correct, guys.
Well, it seems as though you all are paying attention, because this is one that you all brought to my attention. You are my youth panel, and I bring you on to sometimes respond to issues, to let the people know that, listen, whether you're a first-time voter, a youth voter, or somewhere in that sort of millennial demographic, that you all are very interested and you're paying attention, and also what your interests are. And so you've said this evening very convincingly that what you all are paying attention to and discuss are organizations that have ready and doable programs and initiatives that will help move the next generation forward to become real players in this Bahamian economy. And so I look forward to picking up this discussion with you all again. Tafari Gibson and Aaron Jones, my youth panelists, thank you all so much for joining me this evening.
Thank you, Shanique.
Thank you, Shanique, for having us.
You're welcome. Well, don't go anywhere, because when we come back, we are totally going to shift gears entirely. Ian Thomas is up right after the break.
Once something becomes the common behavior, it is the common behavior. When you operate at that level, personal emotions simply cannot float to the top.
For the average normal person that goes to the store, things like that affect us.
They must be judicious in the execution of their duty.
Well, I think whatever the nurses want, give it to them.
Pages,
You know, you just do everything on your phone now. You see how old he is?
What are we walking back? That Bimini is no longer an island?
That's
okay,
not
because
what he was trying to
he also,
say. Carla, I don't even know what breadbasket is anymore either. What do y'all people say?
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience, with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
This segment is brought to you by EV Motors Fleet Sales Division. For 2026 commercial vehicles, call 821-2403 today.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines this Friday evening. Yes, I know you're saying, wait a minute, what is Ian doing there on a Friday? Well, hey, he's here. And so we're going to get into it. You all know what he does. He comes and brings about the best plans and ideas and proof, receipts, where you can go and make your dollar stretch longer in any given weekend as you go about shopping for your family. And so welcome to Beyond the Headlines, Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers. Ian, good evening to you. It's good to have you here. Pretty excited to see what it is that you have going on and what you have to tell us about this evening. And so good evening once again.
I feel like talking.
Don't then.
You do all this talking, you do more talking than me, so you could finish all the rest. I feel like talking right now. But I gotta be honest. Every time I come here, I get butterflies when I see you, Shanique Miller. I don't know, possibly maybe your smile. It could be your eyes or your fragrance. Don't look at me like that. The way you flick your hair.
Oh, that, yeah.
The way you kind of sheepishly look away at times. It could be maybe the way you say my name.
You all help this evening, please. Because Valentine's already just been gone. But go ahead.
Boy, Shanique, you just make me laugh. Yeah. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is, where is it again? Let's forget something.
Well, Justin
Just put my name on thing. I can't remember.
Justin, you
follow.
follow.
Oh, yeah, Justin, you follow. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Thomas, and I am here from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers, of course, is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is.
This is y'all, I tell you. Listen, y'all, what I can tell Justin, let him be here on Thursdays. You know what I mean? Like, because when he come on Friday, it's a different situation.
It's another thing. Yeah, man. Call me at 5520212. Call me at 5520212. People just call me for all kind of things, but Lord, that's good. And
they're calling. That's good.
Yes. Hey, did you notice, Shanique Miller, that nowadays a lot of guys have penises?
They, as opposed to when?
I don't know. Just all of a sudden, it's like the Renaissance. The intuition.
The ladies are asking, do they know what to do with it?
Woo!
But anyways,
I watched your show last night. Yeah, man, that's a serious thing about it. Listen, if you know somebody with a penis right now, tell them, give me a call, because we got the bully pill. The bully pill is absolutely amazing. So many people have been calling for it. It's $55. You can have 5 pills. It's all natural. Guys dealing with ED, it's erectile dysfunction. You can take it. You take 1 pill, drink some water, half an hour later, you are ready to go. And let me tell you, she's gonna love it. She is gonna absolutely love it. It's going like crazy right now. Valentine's Day was last week. We sold out, and with some other things as well.
You sold out?
We sold out.
Wow.
It was crazy.
What was
we had
happening?
men calling and women calling also. And I don't have to call somebody's name. I had one client call, and she was like, that she wanted it. And when the individual showed up to drop it off, because there's a delivery service associated with it, the lady was in a wheelchair. And I was like, really? Yeah. And then she told her husband, listen, I got this. It's for us, and it's energy and everything like that. And it's just so amazing that, no matter where you are and what part of your life that you are at that particular time, that's one thing that's individuals it can miss out in a relationship. And you can have a guy out there, he's doing all the wonderful things and he's buying you things, everything you want. But sometimes when that intimacy escapes the relationship, I mean, it could take a toll. It could take a seriously toll.
It's important. It is important.
It's very important.
Yeah.
So if you want to save your relationship or continue it to be thriving, give me a call, 5520212. You want to get that bully pill. It's all natural. That means if you are the individual, the man is taking medication for high blood pressure or diabetes, it won't interfere. Absolutely not. You take the pill, boom. It's more like a capsule. It lasts for about they want me to say 2 to 3 days, but it's really like 3 to 4 days, and you're gonna have a wonderful time. He's gonna feel young and vibrant. He's gonna have a nice, strong erection, and it's gonna be like reviving the entire relationship. So I'm encouraging you guys out there to take it, and you women, you keep calling. Some guys out there, it's a little bit kind of taboo to talk about in a relationship. The absence of that, and baby, you're not the same anymore. It's not happening down there, and it takes a little bit longer. But hey, listen, get it done. Talk about it. A lot of people from church. I have a lot of church members call me. You guys, you take it. I have people from all over.
Church people are people.
Yeah, they are people. What did it say? What did it say? Tell me. That's Hebrews 13 verse 4. The marriage bed is undefiled. Woman call me, say, but Mr. Thomas, what happened if I don't get a little defiled once in a while? I say, yeah, go on with it. Stop laughing, Shanique. Let these people do their thing. Get that bully pill right now. Give me a call. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 5520212. That's 5520212. Get that bully pill and get your groove on. My phone. Look at that. From church.
Oh my God.
Is it that? I like it. From church. I'm telling you, boy, you've been
Well, I
playing
know.
it.
Well, I'll tell you. I know a pastor who got the rose from you before.
Yes. Because they always are complaining. They said, listen, we should give people their roses while they're still alive. So she got the rose, and everyone else get the rose. And speaking about the rose, there we go. Good old handy dandy rose that they always talking about. If you are a lady and you want to take your relationship to the next level, or you're a lady and you might be single. Now, one thing about the rose, you can use it solo. It's an adult toy, of course, or you can use it with your partner. And some guys, I know a guy, I can't call his name, he lives on the island. What he did, he purchased this in hopes that his woman would not go out seeking another man's attention. So he left this device. Can I say device? He left this device toy with her, and he says he feels so much more comfortable. And if you know, you know. Get the rose toy. It's what word can I use? That's the word I'm going to use.
I never heard of that word before.
Because you have never turned on the rose toy. The rose toy, you're gonna love it. It's $55 for the rose toy. You are gonna love it. It's gonna take your relationship to the next level. It has a nice pulsating doom, 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 doom. It's almost like giving someone the CPR. Has different speeds. Doom, 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 doom. I like Shanique Fakes. Doom, 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 doom. And it's good. It has a nice sucking and pulsating apparatus. It's a wonderful toy. And it's washable, of course. It's a wonderful thing. So that's great. We talked about that. Now I want to talk about, I'm going to jump to this, but I'm going to talk about something else. Early today, the lady called me. She said, Mr. Thomas, what them things is you just put on the fence so people can't lecture your yard? I said, you're talking about the privacy screen? She says, yes. How much are those? The privacy screen, there's no more black, ladies and gentlemen. There's usually comes in black or a beautiful dark army green. No more left. It's 50 feet long, 6 feet tall, and it's easily affixed to the fence. You just get the straps and you put it on. If you are an individual who might have problems, you don't have somebody who can do it for you, we can also have individuals put it up for you. It's $35 for the installation of a 50-foot long, 6 feet tall. So it's absolutely wonderful. Let's just say you're doing some construction and you want people piercing into your property. That's ideal. You want to have a party and you want your event to remain nice and private. You want to get that privacy screen. It's wonderful. You might have a pool area. You don't want people looking in, or you might have your unmentionables on the line. Some people, you go by, they look in the yard, see the old holy underpants.
Ian, you better keep talking, you know.
I pause. Yeah. So get that. 50 feet long, 6 feet tall, $189. That's nothing. The least expensive, they tell me not to use the word cheap, the least expensive on the island. Give me a call. It's a wonderful thing. It's dark green, it's breathable, and it's very, very strong. You're going to love it. What I want to tell you about, I also want to tell you, let's just go straight into this. I'm going to go all over the place. If you need a paternity test, it's so important. If you need a paternity test, call DNA Direct right now at 324-0665. You can get a DNA test for as low as $450 with no needles or blood involved. So how it works is that you call DNA Direct, you make an appointment, they come and they see you. That's why individuals like it. They're the least expensive on the island at $450. There's no needles or blood involved. It's just a buccal swab of the inside of the mouth. There's a payment plan. You can do half down, pay the balance when the results come in. And what else I want to say? Well, that's the main thing. It's so easy. So if you're an individual and you need to know, you just want to find out. There's something been burning you deep down inside. You know, man, this child ain't look nothing like me. Ain't look like my sister. Ain't look like nobody. I know this look like. It's like my boy around the corner. Whatever it is. And if you want to find out if someone's your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, or your grandparent, or your grandchild, call DNA Direct. So an informational test, that's $450. A legal test, that means if you need it for NIB, your passport, or any type of legal document, the price is $550. It's just a $100 difference, and then you can get it done. Individuals who need to prove that a child is theirs, let's say a foreign mother with a Bahamian man. This is for you guys. Get it done. You want a legal test done, call DNA Direct. It's so easy to get it done. You can get your results back in 7 to 10 business days. That's DNA Direct, 324-0665. That's 324-0665. Their motto is DNA Direct, when knowing the truth matters. That's a great motto. You know, some people, you know, it's very important, so you get it done. Some people say, nah, flip, nah, no big deal, or whatever, however you feel, you know. But if you want to know the truth, call DNA Direct, 324-0665. They're going to get you the truth, and you'll be so happy. Also, you got to get a blood pressure monitor. Anyone who's interested in their body and make sure everything's going right. Shanique Miller is always talking about that and everything like that. You want to get a blood pressure monitor. These are only $65. And what I like about these, this one actually talks to you. And I'm going to press a button. I'm going to press the button. Can I press the button? Yeah, sure. Yes, that's wonderful. So individuals who might be visually impaired, this is ideal because it talks to you, so you can hear exactly what your reading is, and then of course it has a big screen where you can actually see what's going on. Medical professionals say that you should take your blood pressure about 3 times a week. Some people try to do it every morning, but that's not good because sometimes you get a little excited and you might have eaten something late last night. You might, you know, and then you're going to get a different reading. Then you're going to be freaking yourself out. But get this is only $65. It's a wonderful gift for yourself or anybody else. This is something healthy. This is a wonderful gift. Get yourself a blood pressure monitor, and it's not like the old ones back in the days where you have to go get some batteries and do it. It has the same charging port as your cell phone, so that's a plus. Get this wonderful addition to your home. So that's great. Also, I want to let individuals know the kidney. Did I bring any? Yes. The kidney cleanser is here. The kidney and liver cleanse is here. It's a liquid drop, so it's easy to take. I wanted to send Shanique Miller some of the information. Yes, under the tongue.
Oh, okay.
So that's the kidney and liver cleanse. Yes. So it's important to clean your kidney and liver. It promotes better hydration and energy. So it promotes you and it encourages you to drink more water to help your kidneys filter and they filter all that waste effectively in an effort to reduce fatigue. So that's important. It improves your digestive system. It motivates you to eat lighter, such as more fruits and vegetables and fiber. And by doing this, it reduces bloating and improves bowel movements. A lot of people have been calling me, I haven't had a good pass in a while. That's important. So if you want to have a better bowel movement, this kidney and liver cleanse is great. What's the price on this really quickly? This is $69.95. $69.95. It's a new addition to their healthy, their whole healthy line right now. So it's a kidney and liver cleanse. It helps with the breathing, your circulation of your blood, repairing cells, maintaining blood pressure, and having a fit liver plays a big role in producing fats and blood sugar. What else I want to let you guys know? Individuals who consume a lot of alcohol and processed foods, excess salt and sugar, this supplement is so important for you because it helps lower your the workload on your liver. So if you want the liver and kidney cleanse, give me a call, 552-0212. Like I said, the price is only $69.95. Take care of your liver, take care of your kidneys, and reduce your bathroom visits late in the night. You see, you guys, some men wake up through the nighttime, sometimes 2, 3, 4, 5 times a night to go and use the bathroom, take a little pee. Hey, that's important for that. Also, I want to let you guys know the sea moss is here. Where's the sea moss?
Right there.
This is the sea moss. Where's sea moss? Right here. Sea moss gummies. As you can see, this is my personal usage. I take 2 of these a day, and it's wonderful. And the good thing about it, it has black seed oil, She Legit, bladder rack, ashwagandha, and elderberry, and it has a nice flavor. So now you're getting all these things with the sea moss. This helps with digestion as well and aids in detoxifying your body. So everyone knows the importance of sea moss. We live in the Bahamas. Bahamians loves sea moss, and will keep your skin looking beautiful, just like Shanique Miller and my skin. People always compliment her every time I go somewhere. I love Shanique's skin. Yeah, so you want to get that sea moss. Did I say the price? $34.95 for the sea moss. Also, the sour sop. Where is the sour sop? This is the sour sop. It contains moringa, sea moss, it has sea moss in this, or oregano, ashwagandha, and black seed oil. This is so important. This is the sour sop. This is $69.95. This is a great addition for you. The supplement aids in cellular health, digestive balance, reduces inflammation, supports the immune system, and mental clarity. Also, I want to let you guys know about the cayenne drops. This is the favorite. Everyone loves this. Shanique got one about a month ago, and I take mine. I'm supposed to do like about a drop or 2 a day. I drive around and I just drop it all the time. Let me tell you something. This is good. This is also good for men. Shanique say, I shouldn't have been talking. Shanique say, Ian, to make it work more effectively, let it sit under your tongue. Sublingual. Whoop. Shanique is used, hey Shanique, that's a big word. Sublingual. Put it underneath your tongue, let it evaporate. What is cayenne drops for? This is good for heart circulation, heart health circulation, healthy blood pressure, strong bones, reduces inflammation, energy, and endurance. Like I say, guys, it's also good for downstairs. So I hear that music running, but I just want to tell you one more thing. Oh, the minoxidil. This for to grow your hair. I said something last week to Monty. Ian said it again. I said this gal hair was so short, she could roll her hair with rice. Monty couldn't stop laughing. Got to get this minoxidil. Listen. Shanique, you don't want to talk to me right now. Shanique run out sometime, you know.
No, but I've been looking ever since you talk about it, look it up. People use it on their brows.
Yes.
Just all over.
Your beard, if you want to grow your nice full beard, you got a bald spot, whatever, you want to grow your hair,
also,
your edges. Yes.
Even women with a full head of hair, for longer, fuller hair.
Yes. This is only $34.95. Repair your edges and regrow your bald spots, $34.95. I got to get out here because I know Justin Desson will be mad at me. Ladies and gentlemen, give me a call. Ian Thomas, direct marketer is 552-0212, 552-0212. And don't forget, you can still get this for $29.95. You guys will go walk in early in the morning or late at night. This is ideal for you. Shanique, I got to get out of here, man.
You absolutely do, and so do I. Ian, I thank you so much. I told you he comes with a whole bunch of stuff to tell us about. Thank you very much, Ian. Of course, the Hot Topics panel at the top of tonight's show. In the middle of the show, we had the youth panel, and then we had you. Thank you all so much for tuning in all week long. I wish you all an amazing weekend and look forward to seeing you right back here on Monday evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. Make it a blessed weekend, everyone.